Hi guys, it's Tristan here from Zebra Invest. Today I just wanted to walk you through and show you around property data and how I use it for finding below market value deals and source opportunities that I can use in my business to be able to grow it, do flips, and I usually buy properties to flip them, generate equity, and then I then invest that in HMOs. So property data has been a fantastic tool to have running in the background for me, as it's great just for being able to investigate areas a little bit more, work out where you can add value and see things. So I'm just over here at propertydata.co.uk. If you wait till the end, I'm going to give you a promo code. It'll give you 50% off your first month, and it also gets you a free trial and everything else all up and running. So if you wait till the end, I'll give you the code and I'll give you a special website address that you can use to access that. So the first thing I do is I head in and I log in. That's my little email address there. And then that just takes you straight into your dashboard. And here you can see there's a selection of different areas that I'm targeting, working in, and areas that I'm looking for investments in. So I'm going to jump into the Norwich area, and you would have seen there's another video I've done where I've just literally gone through a quick surefire hit through a few different variations and tools and stuff that's all available through property data to use. I'm going to quickly show you one or two of these ones that works quite well for me. So one of the ones that I quite like about this is using the pound per square foot. And the reason I like this is you can typically find properties that are larger than most of the other properties on the market, better value for money, and it could be properties where you could add additional bedrooms to them, force the appreciation of the value of the property, or maybe you could split them into individual flats. So what you see here is on the left-hand side, as it goes up, that's the size of the unit. So that runs only obviously from 0 up to 6,000 in this case, but it's based on the properties that you can find in the area. And this is quite good because when you then compare it to pound per square foot, which you can see running across the bottom, anything that's up on the right-hand side is more expensive than the average property, and anything to the left is obviously cheaper. So when you look over here, if you can try and find anything in kind of the upper left quadrant, the left side of it, that's going to be stuff where it's cheaper than usual and it's bigger than usual. So these are two bits that I like. So for example here, I'm just going to click on these, and I haven't taken a look through these before, just to give you an idea of what you can find and what you can look for. This again, that's quite low end of it to see what kind of deals are there. But you can see, this one's even saying as well, it's quite neat. It says the property's back off the market, it's been back on, what's going on there. So if we take a look at this, it's on Zoopla. Hopefully this is a good example of what it does, but it's just showing you around there, and it should then give you a floor plan. And here you can see at the bottom it says that is 1,389 square feet. So, possibly for a property like this, depending on the area, you might actually be able to say, well, that's one good sized bedroom, there's a second good sized bedroom there, or maybe if we turn the staircase around, you could get the rooms being used a little bit better there. But you might be able to get this into a 5-bedroom HMO, for example. Or maybe because it's quite a big property, you could split that into 2 flats. So, that could be quite an interesting way of finding deals that you wouldn't have noticed before. This one clearly is in need of a little bit of TLC, but I can see the reason why it's a bit bigger is it's over the passageway, which there's quite a few of in Norwich. So then here we go, look, this is another one, Holt Road, Helston, one that we've just clicked on, another whopper of a house, big property. But even just looking at this, and I don't know what the street scene is like or anything else, but this garage on this side looks huge. So you might actually be able to turn that into another semi-detached property on the end there, which could be a nice little title split. So just logging in, you can have a look at what it all looks like. Again, property data brings up a bit of an analysis and everything else that's going on the side there, so you can take a look through. I hate these 3D floor plans personally, but it kind of gives you an idea of how big the property is and what's going on there. But you can see it's an absolute whopper of a property. And where this other utility room is, that might actually make a neat little staircase, run the wall across there, and split that into 2 properties. So that's quite cool. But I think you get the gist here of what I'm doing there to find those. The other bit that's quite neat is, say for example, you're looking for, say, a rent-to-rent property rather than necessarily flips or something to add value on. If you clicked into the rent button here, and it loads, it's quite neat because then you can also see all the properties that are available around in the area. So say for example we were looking for, I don't know, an HMO or something to rent and split out, then maybe something that's down at the bottom end of this, where you've got the lower end of the prices. That might be where you might sit there and thinking, you know what, we might be able to turn this 4-bedroom place here, £923. Let's have a look, see if it loads. There we go, let's have a look at this one. So again, this is looking pretty big. It doesn't have a floor plan. But I'm imagining if it's a townhouse, you're probably going to get 4 bedrooms out of that. And then in the area as well, on this little link, you've got HMO room let as well. So if you knew, I'll quickly show you this. You can see, look, a double ensuite here, it's saying they're averaging £520 or £430 for a double. So what's it got in its description here? It says 4 double bedrooms. So we've got 1 ensuite and probably 3 others. And it says there's a good sized dining room which could be utilised as a double bedroom. So maybe we might actually have 5 bedrooms in there. But you know, if you've got 5 bedrooms in there, so we say even if we just do 5 times by 430, just use a quick calculator. 5 times 430, that's 2,150 minus 923 minus, I don't know, £450 bills. Just within a few clicks, we found a property that we could actually cash flow probably about £700 a month out of. And then this just gives you a really nice analysis of what's actually going on in that market. And you don't just have to look at it in this way, you can map it out, put it into data as well. And there you can see all the properties that are available in the area. So I think that's quite a neat way of being able to look through them and find out what's going on. The other bit that's quite good for sourcing deals, and this is what I tend to look for, is I quite like cash buyers only, or looking for various different bits and bobs that other people aren't looking for. So by going to cash buyers only, I'm just going to close off a few of my tabs so you can see them. So we can then head to, say for example, I'm in the east of England, and we just want to filter those down to anything where it contains NR for Norwich or for Norfolk. And that's just going to whittle them down, and here you can see, so here we go, we've got a flat here that's saying that's cash only. Oh, something went wrong with that one. Let's see if there's any others. Arlington, so that's another part of the city, hopefully that's going to load this time. So here you go, we've got one coming up that's saying it's cash buyers only. It's rented for up to 4 flats available. That's pretty good going. Let's have a look here. So, we may have just stumbled across a small portfolio. And I'm going to have as a guess. The reason these might be cash buyers only might just be because of the size of them. I'm not telling us how big they are. But that gives you an idea, and then you can filter through and look, here you go. There's I don't really look over in Great Yarmouth, but just give you an idea of what you've got in here. And it's going to be pulling out other properties that you might not have noticed. So that's a neat little tool. Again, if you're looking for repossessed properties, you want stuff where it needs a quick sale. And this one's quite neat as well. Properties back on the market. So where, for example, a sale may have fallen out of bed, and that's where you know you're going to have someone who's a bit more motivated. I haven't seen these ones before, but where you can mix and match bits together. So again, say for example we've got Norwich. Here we go. So these are all properties that have come back on. And yeah, look, the other bit that's quite neat as well. Look, here you can see it's saying it's a 1-bedroom flat, £92,500. The average price in that area is £124,000. So is that something where we could buy it, refurbish and refinance it? It's been a little bit slow to sell, reduced, tick, tick, tick. Here we go. Oh, she looks like a beauty. Looks like she could do with a little bit of a refurbishment. And there isn't anything by the looks of things. 999-year lease as well. So in 1998. So this could actually be, again, quite a neat little purchase. quite nice size, and again, but this is all just looking through to find the properties that are sitting there, and this just highlights them and finds them for you. Anyway, so you've heard me rabbit on long enough now about property data and show you a few little ways that you can actually use it. So you've heard me rabbit on for quite a long time already now, and I'm sure what you want is a discount code or something that you can actually go off and use property data. So if you head to Cutly, which is cutt.ly/property data, then that'll land you straight on the property data website, and only when you use that you'll be able to use my discount code, and that's ZEB. That discount code will get you 50% off your first month, and you'll also get your first 14-day free trial included as well. Personally, as you'll see when I logged in, I've been using this since October last year. It's a great piece of kit, and I'd highly recommend it. So if you want to jump on, go through logging there. If you've got any questions about what I've just showed you, drop them in the comments box below. If you want to like it, just tick, and that'd be great. Or subscribe so you can hear any other videos from me about what we do to invest in property and how does Zebra Invest work. Good to hear from you, and have a great day.